Hello everyone and welcome back to the Long Dark, to my Ash Canyon only run. So, looks like we are going to be battling some cabin fever risk, which isn't great. I've got a couple of options and I think I have a bit of an inkling of a potential plan, but I'm not sure if it's a good plan. It probably involves trying to go up to the bit where the bear is, etc.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
And use a little outdoor crafting table to finish off some of our crafting and also spend a little time outside where we can be slightly warm. Probably still just sleeping in one of those huts would probably be the go. 29 kilos out of 35. So I was trying to make my deerskin boots, which I've got going there. We have, can't really make the pants as well, but I am going to bring probably every piece of cured gut that I have with me. Contemplating, does one of those pieces get turned into line? I might try fishing over that other little area. Hopefully this isn't a big muck-up and I actually know what I'm doing. One piece of gut. Gonna craft some line. I should have some hooks on me. I'm not gonna actually make... Where do they live? Fishing tackle. I'm not gonna make them here because you can make them, pretty sure, when you're not at a bench. Don't need to be at a bench. You can make them anywhere. So, we might be doing that. What else can I put in here? I wasn't going to be bringing... that sounds like some horrible weather. Wasn't going to be bringing rabbit pelts. Have that under control. I was going to bring all my coal. So, I think that's kind of it. Are we bringing some fur? Maybe bringing some fur. Still underweight. We're going to eat a heap of stuff. We might bring a few of our snares with us. We might not be going just yet though. We can spend a little bit of time outside now. Just quickly checking rabbit traps, etc. I think that's kind of the best plan that I can think of right now. Even this side wind is acting like it's a headwind. Unless we're crouched. No, we're not crouched. It's just side wind that wants to say it's a headwind. That's terrible. Oh, come on. I gotta make sure I don't get too much higher cabin fever risk when I'm trying to rest to do that big climb. Well, that's going to be a bit of a pain as well, so it might be a bit of an issue. Okay, so I've actually got 3 rabbits here, which is kind of going to be a little bit of an issue for spending time outside. We're going to minus 23. Okay, actually probably going to bring these snares with us. For our up top journey. We might be doing this by an outside fire. We might be using some matches rather than doing this inside in the warm. Hopefully our fire position is actually
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
out of the wind. Okay. Are we out of the wind here? Yes. Unfortunately, this doesn't get us...
Jesus, it's cold.
Doesn't get us more as rested as we need to be to leave. Well, we'll see. We'll see how this tactic plays out. Too windy to start the fire here, hey? Try it again. Maybe see if it's give us another shot.
Come on, little fire.
Okay. How are we going for temp here? Because I think our cabin fever risk did go down a little bit. So I think we're on the... Oh, you're kidding me. All that fuel I just put in and it did get blown. You jerk. What if I face you that way? Will you try and blow into my face that way? If I face this way? Oh hey, some teas I left here before. Just want that wind to swing a little bit. Or, you know, go away. As I throw 20 odd sticks in there. Still hasn't changed direction. But yeah, it does answer the question about whether or not you can get this fire blown out here. How much do we fight it? Try and blow in my face, man. Like, this... Just go now. Nothing else on me there? Right. So, need more sticks. I have time on the fire now, so... Six minutes. Hurry, get more sticks. Hurry before the fire goes out. Do not waste time clicking on 20 more sticks. Two at a time. Okay, so you already got all your meat off. You're the one that doesn't. Sounds like they're hoping the wind was starting to back off a little. Probably could have been making some more water there. I was hoping I'd get a couple of these on the go at a time. Probably could have left the traps up, but I'm going to get stuck in this loop of trying to harvest rabbits rather than moving on. And the weather's turning a little bit nasty here now. Okay, so 13 minutes. You had some more meat on you. Let's leave you there for another day. All right. Ooh, don't step in the fire, please. It's mashing the keys badly there. Okay. So, can we make it up into the other hut? I think we can. Do we have everything on us that we want? I think apart from a few sticks. Hopefully it doesn't completely blizzard on us before we get there. All right. Just chuck on a little bit of thinking sticks just for a sec. These are all the small pieces. How well are we doing cabin fever risk? It's on its way down, which is good. I don't know what the ebbs and flows of all that are going to do. We're actually going to gorge ourselves a little bit more. That was a big piece. One more big piece. Now, got quite a lot of torches. Drop a couple of those for the weight. Right. Have that stuff. All good. Not going to take a... Not going to take a torch. I am actually going to wear those though. Of course it's a headwind. I need to get there with about half my exhaustion, so can't sprint too much. I'll drink one of those. I know there was just a wolf just behind one of these snowbanks here, so it's trying to get them on the far side. Look over there. I really want to be able to see both those wolves, not just one of them. And there we go, and now we're running. Don't run, don't run. For long. Alright, let's make this not a headwind. Nice tailwind. Keep the stamina up, eh? Let's get out of the wind for a second. Next hot tea. Okay, so hopefully we don't have to dodge a moose and other wolves just at this exit. It's mainly worried about it being stamina we don't quite have. Now the wolves sound like they're further away, so time for a bit of a skedaddle. Oh yeah, the wolves can be hanging out just right here. So can the moose. Alright. Love to have had a bedroll. If I had a bedroll, we could have considered doing some fishing. But I use a lot of my energy, like getting rid of the last lot of rabbits. I didn't want those to go to waste just by leaving them behind frozen to decompose. So I really just wanted to get here as soon as possible. But what we might be able to do is sleep in the cabin tonight, come down, fish for a while with a fire, and then go up with about half energy. Then hopefully have enough battle against the cabin fever to be able to still climb the rope and head up and finish our crafting up there. There's too many decisions, so many different things to have dilemmas about. Just had a bedroll. Now, something that does occur to me, some of you may have spotted it as a potential big flaw, is I don't have any painkillers. I just drank the last warm tea as a painkiller. So, if I sprain anything, I can't climb. So, no goating for me for step one. Kind of close to the end of the day. We have already looted this area. I'm going to leave those there for the moment. The cabin fever risk has been going down. It should only take about a quarter to get up this rope, but the last quarter goes a lot faster than the first quarter. So I don't want to muck around too much. I don't think there's anything worth our while heading over there for. I think we are just going to climb, get up here, not take a chance. Okay. Let's put that away. Definitely wearing the crampons. Alright, let's go. Yeah, she doesn't go as swiftly as she does when she's fully rested at the start of the day, that's for sure. Okay, used less than a quarter, so that's good to know. But now we're heavy. We really can spend a lot more time out here in this wind now we've got some slightly warmer clothes, that is for sure. Alright. Just going to use as much of my outside time as possible. Which isn't a lot, I know. Alright, so here's an interesting question for you. Can you use a stem to climb a rope if you have a sprain? Or if you take the stem, will it be like, yeah, you still got a sprain and can't do that? That is not something I want to find out at a critical juncture, that is for sure. Alright, so just kind of waiting until we've actually used up our outside time just a little bit. Pretty sure we don't even have nothing we can tear down at all. Okay.
Wait.
So in we go. Well, that's right. We left ourselves some stuff. Field dressing your kill. So that's interesting. You're the 10-hour one. We'll reset you just for an hour just to get warm. Ish. Warmish. Not really warm enough to spend time outside, but I think until we're tired enough to sleep and it's the right time to sleep, kind of with that cabin fever in mind, I just need to do little bits and pieces of time outside. Kind of wish there was stuff we could go find and do up here. So yeah, I don't think we can get an hour of reading. Oh, so yeah, wind's changed. Wants to get us. So often what I do in a scenario like this is I'll pass time, cancel out as soon as we're about to get cold. I should have actually got those jeans out of here. Mainly because the bed's here. Turn around and still just face the leave cabin. It's kind of terribly
Feel my hands.
gamey about all this. We should be right to sleep the night without, I think cabin fever was on the way down already from some other daytime adventures, but the pendulum runs behind by a few days, so, it kind of does its own thing a little bit. So we'll do that. Past time again. It was probably like 15 minutes. Alright, we can now get about 9, nearly 10 hours. Nearly 10. Bit heavy. Not that this changes the weight, but it's something to do. How are we doing? Wish I hadn't have lost those underpants. That would have been an extra 2 degrees. Everything else is slowly tickling down. get like a whole degree between those two, which is interesting. Alright, so there's our bed. Just gonna take one more look at cabin fever. 33% cabin fever. So it only went up 4%, so that's not too bad. Trying to find. So there's bed. Back away. Leave cabin. Leave cabin. I don't think we'll go just yet. Still thinks we're in the wind shade. We'll get cold in pretty much 0 time. What I was hoping for. Hoping for just getting enough light to do stuff inside. Right. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't bring all of the cloth that I had stowed. I got another 10 pieces back in the angler's hut. I need to reserve a few of those for a snow shelter. But I do want to try and repair things like this. Awesome. So now a full 2 degrees. So now we're actually up to 10. They are actually the inside ones though. Do we repair those? I don't care so much about the socks. If we lose them, we don't lose much temperature at all. Ooh, held my breath during that one. Okay. So we're almost warm. It's not really a great part of the day to climb. So that's sort of hovering. I'm going to sleep for 1 hour, just mainly for the extra full warmth. Then I think we're going to climb. But that sounds pretty horrible. Oof. Some cold wind. Just gonna once over. Check our weight. The Wilderness Kitchen is our fire lighting one. Snares and things are taking up a bit of weight. Got a lot of fuel and a lot of sticks and stuff like that. Guess we are just going to be taking... We are still underweight. We'll just be tired by the time we get to the top of the climb. What can we do if we wait? Not a lot. Can't make anything. We can make that fishing tackle, but I'm sort of keeping that in reserve. Alright. Or do we go fish today? Is today the day we climb, or is it fishing day? I mean, we could fish in a blizzard. Is it the best use of our meager fuel, which we probably also need? I mean, what are we eating when we're up there? We're going to be eating cattails. We can put the rabbit snares out a few places and get that going. But we will need stuff for the crafting. But we will need some fuel to stay warm outside in a place we can rest. Decisions, decisions. I think... You know what? I think we've ascertained I suck at fishing. I always lose out at the fishing. I go and fish, I spend fuel, I don't get anything for it. It's not my jam. So we're climbing back up, going to bear territory. We're doing it now, we will get cold, but we have to start a fire at some point. But you know what, look, that's just like a shocking headwind. Procrastination Central. That is going up. Last time for 1 hour.
Man, I could eat anything.
If the wind direction's changed, we're going to do it. Or if it's backed off a little, we're going to do it. It's still just as bad as it was. Like, I'm just... Alright, 1 more hour. We can sleep for an hour probably now. Right. So I slept for an hour and the cabin fever went down by 1%. It's a fickle mistress. Fickle. Right. Yeah, I've got some forward momentum now. It doesn't feel like I'm swimming in glue. There's a chance we might have to potentially drop some sticks on that ledge. Depends how much we lose any of our exhaustion getting up here. So far, so good. Oh, we're okay. Shouldn't hit anything that starts affecting her carry strength. Let's get our sprint bar back. Just admire the view for a second. What we can see of it anyway.
All I can think about is food.
Okay. I mean, from here we could go back to our snow shelter spot as well, but we can't do any crafting from there, so I think it's going to be our it's that warm crafting bench. At least in our case, it probably won't be fully warm. It will just be warmish.
Find some place to escape this cold.
We're going to have to dodge a bear on the way.
It's a goddamn freezing.
Yeah. Good if spots like this were actually warm in the positives as well. Okay. So I think I've kind of decided if I can make it to 21 days, the risk of getting cold, and we're not actually far off there, so if we make it to 21 days, that's probably where I'll think about making an exit strategy. I'm pretty sure we checked the potential stash around the corner there on the way past the first couple of times. Now, this can have rabbits. This spot here. Down there can have rabbits. I don't know if in this area can have rabbits. One of these areas, should I put the rabbit snares here or down in this area? It's a bit much of a muchness. I should put them out. I don't think there's one closer.
I need something to eat.
I think this is my snare spot now while I'm up here. It's a journey to come back and get them, but I need some potential source. Is that all my snares? That's all my snares. Decent stick area.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm going to wear you out by carrying every stick you can find. Because we might need a lot of fuel. There's one over there, but it can stay there. We might not carry it all the way. We might dump some in a place we can come and grab it if we need. But if we collect them, then more spawn. Probably got like 20 kilos of fuel on us now. Check back in here in case some coal is spawned. Sounds like looking around in case there's something cool or obvious the first time. Does not appear to be any coal in this joint. Assume the rose hips don't regrow at all. How are we doing here? Hypothermia is creeping up. Looks like some bad weather coming in. Oh yeah. So hopefully the bear is not completely in our way. Okay. Well, here comes a whiteout. Let's walk across this in a extreme side wind, hey? Somehow I feel like if the wind was blowing this much, the whoa, I got hooked up on something there. But the bridge would be going a lot crazier than this. Alright. Now to play Listen for the Bear in a blizzard. So now one thing I don't know, and I am concerned about, is in relation to this little spot here. Like if I try and sleep outside in this spot, which I actually used to think was a very, very cold spot until I saw loons get in here, and it was actually a lot warmer for him than for me. It wasn't a blizzard when he came in here, to be fair, but we can't stay here at the moment. But if I sleep in there, is the bear going to be able to wander in and just find me? So we do need to get inside into this spot. Here we are back again. Leave anything cool? Oh, crates though. Some more things we can break down by hand. Last time we came in here, it was not warm at all. We already got all the curtains. All of the curtains. 2 hours, 4 pieces of wood. We're already hungry. We got 2 hours to kill. Guess we're taking it. Well, okay. So how's our cabin fever? It's still hovering around that 30% mark. Let's have a bit of a look outside. So if it's minus 12 here now, the super slow headwind. Like, I think it's pushing me back faster than those snowflakes are moving. Like, I get more force against me. And it's pushing those. It's kind of what I mean when I say, like, I think like the wind is really unbalanced from a gameplay mechanic. Okay, so we're only 1 arrow down now. -6. That's still too cold for me with my clothes at 10 degrees to sleep in here. Whereas if you, plus 20 degrees with all your coats, you can have a crack at this. But you can't if you're someone like me. Not when the outside temperatures are this cold. So for a cabin to fever defeat, I'm going to have to light a fire for this one. So there's probably no point us living in this shack. I mean, the one point is it's got a stove. It's got a stove and a fireplace. It's the only thing this one's got going for it, but we're not cooking that much. The barrel down there should be enough for us. Just can't cook inside. Can't you jump down here without hurting myself?
I can't feel my feet.
Aren't we better off just going and doing a little bit of fireside crafting now? I guess we're just so heavy because of everything we're carrying. That's probably why the headwind was even more
It's so cold.
egregious.
I just want to lay down for a bit.
Is that the bear? The bear's coming down the hill, so got a little bit of time.
I'm getting tired.
I'm gonna drop off a bunch of stuff. Check what the temperature actually is in the back of this hut without a fire. It's -21, but pretty big wind. You're actually warmer than that cave. By a lot. But unfortunately it's probably not the time. Actually, let's do them all. 86. Transfer all. Take back 15. Don't forget these when we leave, hey? Alright. So I think that might be a bit of our chore for tomorrow. Well, we'll warm up first and we'll see what we feel. Okay. Probably don't have the time for that. Did I get... Ooh, I didn't get all the curtains. On that side. There was one left. That was it. You're only 45 minutes. We can get that. Is there another crate just over here? Can find the bed in the dark. There's the locker. There's the bed. I think we just... So early, but... like 5 of these. Even if we get cabin fever now, we've... Actually, we don't want to get cabin fever because it'll take us a while to turn that around, but we can fight the risk probably reasonably easily when we've got a spot we can stay warm by a fire. It'd be great if it was warm kind of the whole time. We'll lose a little bit for that last hour, but I'll just do a 10-hour sleep. I don't think we've really had this much condition half the time we've been here. I think that's actually pretty good for us.
I think my stomach is eating itself.
We should be able to sleep for another 2 hours or so. Hopefully it's light. Not yet. Anything? We might get 0.2 out of that if we repair it. Everything else is about as good as we're going to get. Now, if we did make the deer pants, we would actually get better wind temperature resistance, which is potentially worth doing, but it's not huge priority. So let's just have a look. So that cabin fever risk is still just hovering around that 30%. And we got into this bed in a really weird spot. I don't want to fumble around in the dark, so we'll just pass time until I can see something.
Damn it! I'm so hungry.
Okay. It's a long way to go and check our traps. The bear is there. How cold are you here? Minus 14. Well, tell you what we'll do. We'll put an hour in on the boots. Well, we did a little bit. Back out of that. Maybe half an hour each time. So at least that little passing time outdoors mechanic. We can probably afford to lose a little bit from the cold and stuff like that.
I've never felt so cold in my life.
Well, will that warm us up enough? Do we get fully warm in 2 hours? Yes. I have no idea if there's going to be a bear right outside our door. So we're going to crouch and be prepared to flee if we need. Oh, he's over that rise, just over the top there. You can see him. So we are probably colder than we were last time. Let's just do half an hour. Well, he just totally went straight past us. There's his butt. I don't think he can get us in here, but I don't know so. No, I just think we just snapped our fishing, our sewing kit. Hopefully he can't path into here. This is where we find out. Now, does he coming right for us? Where'd he go? Ah, he's somewhere out there. Try for another half hour. A little bit of cold damage. Gonna have to actually make up some water before too long.
Oh, so cold.
Okay. I think we'll just... Again, pastime for 2. Still just kind of hovering. I hear him, but he sounds a little bit away. Oh, warmest it's been. Should be able to get 1.5 in. There, went time warping past.
Cold. So cold. Come on. Make a fire.
Yeah, so cabin fever actually went up a little bit.
Fire. Yeah.
Again, it's not a precise or easy to understand measurement. Gonna warm up for 1 hour and then go check the rabbit traps, I think, and then we'll have to try and come back stinky if we need. Okay. Hopefully this tactic is working out all right. Not far behind the shack there, I believe. Would like to get... There he is, he's over there, cool. That's fine. We lost a few stones entertaining the wolves earlier. So off we go. Now I have just glanced at the episode time and realised it's kind of running over. But not in it. I probably should have just left it off in one of those times, going in and passing time or saving or whatever, but I didn't, so we'll keep on with the current mission. It'll just be a little bit longer again. I just get a little bit wrapped up in what's going on. That still makes me nervous. This is now the nice time of the day to be kind of doing anything like this. Especially when I don't want to be using my precious 13 more matches. Okay, we're not in danger of starvation. We've got a heap of cattails, but cattails are for emergencies. Get there, hopefully find a couple of rabbits, get back, and hopefully that's a good spot for the rabbits. can do that, get back, avoid the bear, skin some rabbits. Just wondering if we actually eat those tonight or if we do go on cattails. And then tomorrow when we want to be crafting, have a little bit more warmth for longer. Now we might do that tonight. We might be crafting and cooking by the fire. It depends. It depends. It's hard to have completely solid plans in this game. You gotta have like an inkling of what you want to do, but if you're willing to figure out what plan B, C, D, E, F. So what's that other rope there? I actually kind of want that rope. I won't make us heavy at this point. I want that rope because I have a loose idea of a plan for it. Unfortunately, it needs to come completely with us. So I see normal rabbits, so at least throw rocks at them. And I see 2 in the traps. So this can be a 4 rabbit hole if I can get those live ones. So the thing is as well, if you're not completely across how the rabbit trapping works, the rabbit traps don't catch the rabbits you see walking around. They catch, let's just call them imaginary rabbits. So they pluck rabbits out of thin air. So just because you kill these 2 doesn't stop the traps from working.
Sure getting cold.
They are not the same rabbits. Which is a really good thing to know. Nothing useful over there. Alright, so we'll run back with 4 stinky rabbits. Okay.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Now we got a few kilos of rabbits and a very, very heavy rope. I actually want to take this rope all the way back to the angler's hut. Because then, if I can sneak past those
I'm so cold.
West End
warming up a
wolves,
bit.
the ones that are on the slope up out to the Birch Bark area, if I can sneak past them with the rope, it actually... there's another rope place I can put that out that can be pretty useful to open up both sides of the map from High Meadow. Not that we'll necessarily use that, but it was a tactic I was thinking of. That's a lot of sticks over there, but we're pretty heavy. We had 80 odd, but next rabbit check day, in the end of the afternoon, try and do another stick haul because we won't be heavy with rope. I swear I heard footsteps. I think Loons reckons he was hearing footsteps too. Actually, how is that cabin fever risk doing? Well, it's below 30% for the first time in a few days, so... So once again, coming home, just poor visibility in bear territory. What could go wrong? We are like completely unarmed in terms of bear deterrence. Now, I could consider...
I'd eat snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
And I can hear the rope. Well, it sounds a little bit like bear noises too. Ah, what to do? I think we cross. Hopefully he can't smell us yet. If they can't path you, they usually don't follow scents, I think. But he could be right here. We might have to hightail it back across this noisy, creaky... Yeah, he's right there. Guess we drop the rabbits on this side. Or we just go and cook it up inside that cave. He was... Hope you could hear that. He was just legit right there. Jeez, it'd be spooky if you could see him cross that bridge. This cave down here is not warm. But it is wind sheltered. Just checking there's no other crazy, like crazy wind sheltered bits. Like, surely this cannot be blown out. So maybe that bear can smell you when you're on the same level, but he can't get to you, and he came kind of walking over.
Come on, little fire. Perfect.
So... running low on water, so first things first. Helps if you choose an amount. Okay. So that some of these are less frozen than others. Right. Let's just do it that way. Alright, you are the one I already did. Ah, 0.8. You're a skinny rabbit. So yeah, she's running along, I'm sorry. Kinda would like to get to a save point. Okay, 10 minutes until boiled. Hello. You can get in there, thank you. An hour and 15. So you had 0.3 left. Just trying to think ahead a little bit here. I got so much guts curing down in the angler's hut. I'm not sure I can be bothered with the guts. Oh, let's not do that. Let's do this. Thank you. 11 minutes. 16:44. I think it's just about the meat. Okay. You end up all the way over there. So I haven't actually looked. Is it still foggy? Oh, it's foggy as hell. How much food is that? Let's just eat it all now. So that's probably around about 900, 800. 800 calories. You are all... Eat half of one of you. I'll leave you here and we'll pick you up tomorrow. Alright. Now this was the way out, right? We shouldn't have any stink. So all we have to do now is just sneak past a bear in the dark. Still leaving that there. Whoa, it's windy. Ugh. Don't hear the bear. I hear the heart attack bird. here? I feel like I hear crows slightly. So hard to tell what you hear. I do hear him. Other side of the shed there. There we go. Home again. Hopefully we've got a belly full of enough food to sleep on. That's out. Didn't get lots of water. Now, what did we get in terms of... Look at that. Cabin fever risk. All the way down at 5%. Well, here we are anyway. In the hut. We're going to sleep now for 9 hours. And we're going to call this the end of an episode. So we'll queue up the 9. We'll queue up 10. We won't get 10. We'll queue that up. And that'll be that. And I will see you in the next one.